Welcome, race fans. Tonight, the Downforce Racing Series, Season 9, Round 5, unloads tonight at the Glen, Watkins Glen, presented by MaxspeedTV. And they are in the Gen 7 cars here tonight, not the Gen 6, the next gen, as everybody knows them by. A little bit of a switch over here to start things off here. So glad to see everybody out here trying to figure out the track, the cars. Of course, only one lug nut on these cars, as everybody knows. You can see it there on the tires. But how is everybody doing out here tonight? It looks like Brennan Kennedy out in chat. Braden Coos out there in chat as well. And Braden is, of course, going to go for the 31 of Kevin Gunther. He has already said it. Now, going for the driver in practice. You had a road course. I mean, good idea, bad idea, either way. It could happen. It definitely could happen. But myself, Joshua Medlock, up here, going to be calling 40 lap action here tonight. Now, there are stages, but there are no cautions unless somebody piles it up there into turn 1 or through the S's up the hill. Hopefully that does not happen. But before we get to the point standings and the national anthem, we'll get here into the pre-race analytics here. Coming down to about 2 minutes left here. Got an air temp of 65, a track temp of 81, 40 laps, 98 miles, no tire limits. Now, fuel is, I've got it at about 30 to 35. They do run 100%, so we will see exactly how far and how long they can actually go. Do expect drivers, some drivers, to go 20 to maybe 22, 25 laps, and then come back out and finish out the rest of the race. Now, pit road speed here is 40 miles an hour. Now, pace speed is 60, but we shouldn't see that pace car roughly much here tonight at Watkins Glen. Let's hope not. Full course cautions are on just in case the admins do have to, you know, throw a big full course caution, but hopefully they do not have to do that. Right now, we do have Kevin Gunther over the top spot here in practice in that 31 machine. We'll see here if, of course, he can keep it up there. However, coming down to about a minute here in practice, 15 minutes of qualifying. We're going to go ahead, of course, as always, and play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising. So qualifying here at Watkins Glen will be underway, folks, when we come back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets trembling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, Satan's that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave o'er the land
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV.
Alrighty, folks, qualifying is underway here tonight, and times, they only get one lap here. Kevin Gunther up in the top spot. It looks like Tyrone Harris on the outside here. Bob Lacavara third, Jamison Middlemas fourth, and John Anderson rounding out our top five. Currently, we still have a Nick Pozzini, Lonnie Barrington, like Donovan Carty also out here. Donovan going to go into third. Kevin Paskowicz up into second. Cody Eldred is sitting at the exit of pit road. Deontay Hewer out on track, as well as John Gallagher now. Now, right now, still yet Kevin Gunther with about 11 minutes to go. Kevin Gunther is up in that top spot here. Man, that 123 already got some damage. It does not look like he is going to be able to qualify here. Oh, man. All right. Well, let's get over here to Nick Pozzini real quick. 115.271. That's good enough for sixth as of right now. See what Lonnie Barrington does. Not going to be able to do anything. Robert Kelly, 27. If Robert be able to get up there in the top 5 or top 8 here. Cody Eldred sitting at the exit of pit road. We'll see what he does, if he decides to come out or not. Several drivers, unfortunately, not going to be able to qualify here, as Watkins Glen, of course, if all 4 tires, or if you spin, or whatever the case may be, if you make a mistake in qualifying, that will definitely cause you to be disqualified. Robert Kelly going to go into 9th. Cody Eldred with about 9 minutes left. Still have Jeffrey Todd to come out. Mike Whitaker. Those are the only 2 that have not actually come out on track. You see Brad Allison has come out, but then he decided to park it. We'll see exactly if he does decide to come out and finish up, but they only get 1 lap, so Tyrone back and forth. Kevin Gunther still up at the top. Paskowicz, Carty, Harris, and Lacavara, their top 5. The only driver out here on track right now is Robert Kelly, but I don't think his time will count. Get 4 laps as the usual. They only get 1, but out of the last turn and across the stripe, that time is a 125.512. Maybe Robert's just trying to get more practice. Cody still at the exit of pit road. Not a whole lot out on track right now, with about 7 minutes left. It does take about a minute 13. Well, according to Kevin Gunther, about a minute 13 to get around. All the way down to Robert Kelly's minute 23. So anywhere between a minute 10 to a minute 25 get around this track. They will, according to my stats, have to pit, but glad to have everybody out there. Now, like we've only got about 16 drivers out here, so I do expect a lot of separation as the race goes on. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Just waiting here to see if maybe Cody does come out. Oh, Robert having some issues there. like he is going to get it back going. Maybe, yeah, he's going to come down pit road. So Cody Eldred still at the exit of pit road. Jeffrey Todd, Mike Whitaker, two drivers. We're waiting on to see if they come out to qualify. Probably not. Brad Allison only been out there about a lap, it looks like. Cody Eldred about a lap. So Cody doesn't look like he's going to qualify. Well, I guess we might just go ahead and interview our pole setter here real quick of Kevin Gunther. All right, Kevin, got a copy real quick, buddy?
Yeah, I gotcha. How
All
you
right.
doing?
I'm doing all right. Grabbing the pole out here with a 113, 123. It's road course racing. How you feeling for round number 5, bud?
I'm feeling pretty good. I got a good car here. We'll see how it plays out. You got to be real smooth here. You got to hit your marks. No mistakes. That's what's going to win you the race.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. Well, you know, road course racing, we know kind of what can happen here. I mean, there are stages. There's no cautions. But, you know, it's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out for sure. Kevin, good luck out there. And, man, we'll see what happens, bud.
Yeah, thank you. Bummed Ryan couldn't be here again this week, but hopefully I can keep it up front this time. Sat on the pole last week and wasn't able to keep it there.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. We'll see, man. We'll see what happens. Hey, a lot of good drivers out here for sure.
Absolutely. It can be anyone's race again this week. We'll see who makes it up front.
All righty, we'll let you get back to it, bud. Good luck.
Thanks, man. Have a good one.
Yep, you too. All right, well, that is our pole setter here tonight. Let me do my thing here. All right, we'll see here what they're going to do here.
Hi.
All righty, well, that is our pole setter, Kevin Gunther. Joined there real quick by Hanover Fist, but we got that taken care of. So about 3.5 minutes left here. They're going to go ahead and let qualifying run out. It looks like Cody Eldred out there messed up queue time and no time to really go back out there. Well, Cody, man, yeah. I mean, with the way, this track is and everything. I mean, hey, you may be starting toward the back mid-pack or whatever, but, anything definitely can happen. We'll see what happens down into turn 1 and up through the S's up the hill here. The start is going to be for sure interesting. I cannot go through the grid just yet. But what I can tell you is our top 9 is locked in here. Kevin Gunther up top. Kevin Paskowich there in P2. Let's get that driver bar back down here. Kevin Gunther, P1. Kevin Paskowich, P2. Donovan Carty, P3. Tyrone Harris, P4. And Bob Lacavara, P5. Nick Pozzini, P6. Jamison Middlemiss, P7. John Anderson, P8, and Robert Kelly is going to be P9. That is what I am seeing now. I believe our top 9 is going to stay where they're at. I don't foresee anybody else coming out on track. We'll get actually to the grid here in just about a little under 2 minutes. But this is definitely going to change the point standings up as we take a look at it here. Vinny Bonanno up at the top spot at 210. Brian Patty down a spot in second at 182, 28 behind the leader. Kevin Gunther up a spot in third at 175, 35 behind the leader and 7 behind Patty. Donovan Carty down a spot in fourth at 169, 41 behind the leader and 6 behind Gunther. Cody Elder going to stay where he's at in fifth. 160, 50 behind the leader and 9 behind Cardi. Minimus up 4 spots in 6th at 149, 61 behind the leader and 11 behind Cody. Nick Pozzini down a spot into 7th at 141, 69 behind the leader and 8 behind Middle Miss. Ewer up a spot into 8th at 136, 74 behind the leader and 5 behind Pozzini. Lonnie Barrington, sorry. Lonnie down 2 spots in the 9th at 134, 76 behind the leader and 2 behind Ewer. Baker up 3 spots, cracking the top 10 and 10th at 116, 94 behind the leader and 18 behind Barrington. Michael Shea down 4 spots into 11th at 104, 106 behind the leader and 12 behind Baker. Robert Bob Lacavara in 12th at an even 100, 110 behind the leader and 4 behind Shea. Tufts up 2 spots into 13th at 94 points, 116 behind the leader and 6 behind Lacavara. Gallagher up 5 spots, cracking the top 15 and 14th at 93 points, 117 behind the leader and 1 behind Tufts. And T. Adams up 4 spots there in that 15th position at 92 points, 118 behind the leader and 1 behind Gallagher. So a little doing the point standings a little bit different here tonight as we come down to the final 10 seconds here of one of 2 road courses that they are going to be running this season as we count down the time here as qualifying is going to be ending here tonight. Right, well, let's get them on the grid here. We've already talked to Kevin. It looks like it is going to be a standing start. Oh, all right. Well, here we go. Qualifying grid here this evening. Like Kevin Gunther grabbing the pole, 113, 123. Congratulations again to Kevin. Kevin Paskowicz, the other Kevin, there in second. Donovan McCarty third. Tyron Harris fourth. Bob Lacavara fifth. Nick Pozzini in sixth. Jamison Minimus seventh. John Anderson in eighth. Robert Kelly ninth. Lonnie Barrington of the non-qualifiers will get that top 10 spot here tonight. Mike Whitaker in 11th. Cody Elder in 12th. Brad Allison 13th. Jeffrey Todd Tufts in 14th. Hanover Fist 15th. Deontay Hewer in 16th. And John Gallagher running it out here tonight in 17th. So let's get down here onto the grid or onto the track. And ATVO better stop freezing up on me. It's not going to. It's going to go ahead and do its freezy. Looks like it's going to be a standing start here. That's going to be interesting. Okay, well, no lappy around the track. The green flag drops. Well, it's go time. That's kind of what we're waiting on now is, see Mike Whitaker, Brad Allison. Doesn't look like they gridded. Okay, well, it looks like somebody did. Right, well, waiting here for it going. Kevin Gunther, the 0-2 of Kevin Paskowicz on the outside there in the 0-2. And here we go. Green is out. Boogity. We're racing here tonight at Watkins Glen, folks. A standing start. And down into one we go. And a little bit of 3 wide action back into the back. Everybody A-OK back there for now. And now back to single file. I'm going to go ahead and reset ATVO here. This drives. All right, single file throughout the field. Looking at the Old Bay 31. They continue out. Getting attacked by a cat. Sorry, folks. Looking at the OB31 machine up front as the O2. Now, it's going to take a couple of laps to get the heat built up in the tires. We may see some drastic passing after that. Right now, though, everybody is A-OK for the part. Looks like some changing going on. Bob Lacavara going from 5th to 7th. Nick Pozzini right there where he's at in 6th. Jamison Middlemiss back a spot into 8th. Got John Anderson in the 56. Falling back from 8th to 11th. It looks like some action here with Jamison Middlemiss and the 9 of Deontay Hewer here. And oh no, Jamison catching the wall there. Like he is going to be able to keep it straight and keep it going. But we do have a new leader here, and that is Kevin Paskowicz already getting around Kevin Gunther here tonight. And it looks like Kevin Paskowicz, if he can hold on to it, he may just get. Oh, Jeffrey Todd in the 17 having a moment here, folks. No caution, but Kevin Paskowicz out of the last turn here. It looks like he is going to lead the first lap here tonight. We are going to be down 2. Or is that the second lap? That's second lap already. So Kevin led the first lap. The other Kevin led the second lap. Oh, I'm behind. Jeffrey Todd, however, let's go ahead and take a look here real quick at what happened to Jeffrey Todd. Oh, and it looks like he might have just locked it up there a little bit and then got back on the hammer. Into the corner. Okay, there. And right there, it just snapped loose on him, hard into the outside wall there. That's what happened to Jeffrey Todd. Oh, getting back up here to Kevin Paskowicz here. Kevin Gunther, battle of the Kevins up front. Donovan Carty here in 3rd. Tyrone 4th. And Cody Eldred now rounding out our top 5. And Cody coming from 12th to 5th in 3 laps. Right. Well, as they continue to race it up here, folks. Still way early. Of course, first stage at lap 10. Second stage, lap 20. No cautions. Just a race through here to see. Of course, who can bring it home into victory lane here? Now, they do get stage points. That'll be added at the end of the race, of course. But right now, I'm not seeing a whole lot, and this is one of the reasons why road course is so unique because of the separation. Right here with Lonnie Barrington kind of hanging out here in a P11. He does have company. He's got Brad Allison behind him, and right up ahead is Jamison Middlemiss. See what happens here through the bus stop. Like everybody's A-OK through the bus stop here. We'll stay on Lonnie here real quick. All right, we're still on Lonnie here. Now they are starting to get a little bit separated. However, battle for the lead, Kevin Gunther, Kevin Paskowicz. Kevin Gunther going to go back up to the lead. He's going to lead that lap as he does get around Kevin Paskowicz here. And, you know, Tyrone Harris up to third now. Now, Tyrone was in fourth. That's where he started. Now, Cody Eldred is going to be in that fourth spot. It looks like Jeffrey Todd has taken his car behind the wall. Robert Kelly there slams the wall. Oh, well, what happened to Robert Kelly here? Yeah, we're going to be doing some replays for sure. Trying to figure out what happened to some of the drivers here, folks. Like coming through the bus stop. That's what happened. Coming through the bus stop. Well, now he's under fire here by the 5 of Bob Lacavara. Robert Kelly is now a lap down. And Kevin, I wouldn't say pulling away from, I wouldn't say Gunther's pulling away from Paskowicz here, but at about a little over a minute left, Cody Eldred, Nick Pozzini a little bit further back here with Donovan Carty. Donovan's going to take that spot away from Nick Pozzini. John Anderson in the GoPro and 56 going around here. Looks like one on the car. However, let's go back nonetheless and take a look at what happened to John Anderson here. Lot of replays. Oh, it just broke loose on him. Hard into the wall there. Back up onto the track. Everybody does get around John. However, John's going to have some damage on that machine. As we get on Deontay here through the bus stop. Brad Allison through the bus stop. Lonnie, Bob. Jameson through the bus stop, and here comes John through the bus stop here. Kevin Gunther leading his 4th lap here. Evan Paskowicz has got 3 under his belt. That is the 7 laps we have ran. We're on lap 8 now. Still plenty of racing to go. Donovan Carty. Well, no, that was the 123. That was John Gallagher. Yeah, way off track there. He's all right. Well, battle of the Kevin still up front, but that Kevin right there is just getting that gap a little bit more and more, and we're anywhere between a half a second to 10 seconds, roughly. Deontay here, we're at about 9 seconds, roughly. 9.5 seconds, roughly, behind Nick Pozzini. Got a lot of separation early on. I'm sure under pit stops, they'll make some adjustments. But unlike, you know, ovals and stages and cautions, you really can't make those adjustments as you would, you know, on those tracks on here. You can't do it. There's no cautions. Oh boy, I thought I seen Cody Eldred almost go sideways there, but he's all right. What's Hanover doing? Yes, I like picking on Hanover. Hanover back here. Last car on the lead lap, actually, and he's got no hood, but hey, still out there on track, nonetheless. And let's pick on Bob here a minute. Bob Lacavara. Started in P5 and P10 right now, but hey, anything definitely can happen. Mike Whitaker. Well, he took a to pit road and he's called it a night. Wow, we're already, man, we've lost 2 drivers. We're now down to 15 drivers here tonight. We're not even 10 laps. Well, now we're 10 laps into the race. Man. Ooh, Deontay getting loose. Just clicked on him, and we seen that. Did bring Lonnie Barrington up to him. See if Lonnie can get around him for P8. So difficult to pass at a road course, though. And dang, Gunther, he's got a 3.1 second lead over Kevin Paskowicz right now. All right, so much separation. Trying to find the battles. And that's what we're trying to find. Lonnie Barrington still right there with Deontay. We've got Donovan Carty and Cody Eldred pretty close together. That's about it. Tyrone Harris, well, he's now about a minute back behind Kevin Paskowicz. Now, I say about a minute, but however, at a road course, if you make a mistake, that minute is not going to be about a second. That second is not going to be, you know, like, if, I'll say this, if Kevin Paskowicz right now makes a mistake, Tyrone's going to pounce. I will say that. All right, still looking at Tyrone. About a minute and a half now behind. Let's get back here to Donovan Carty. Donovan Carty still putting that pressure. Oh, John Anderson again having a moment. Let's get back here and take a look. Looks like John Gallagher also had a little bit of a moment there as well. See here what happened to John Anderson real quick. Back about 30 seconds. He crossed the stripe. He's okay. Up, out into one. He just looped it. Oh, a good save. He kept it off the wall. Up, well, until he hit it. Yeah. Right. Nope. Back here to Jameson middle miss at about a half a second behind Bob Lacavara. That would be for a P10. Yep. All right. Are you not there? Let's go 31. Go 30. Go 31. Go. Go 31. Hit that field goal there, buddy. Well, I'm really not worried about Kevin Gunther. Man, oh man. Jameson Middle Miss, though. This is not the closest battle. Whoa! Deontay Hewer. Oh, Donovan. Donovan coming down pit road here. Okay. To about 15 of the 40. Reset was used, and he is back off here. 14.6 second stop. Well, he'll definitely be able to make it to the end. We'll see exactly how that helps Donovan here as Kevin gets around him, puts Donovan a lap down. A hand over fist will be the next driver to presumably go a lap down if Kevin can get up to him. Evan Paskowicz back to third. Tyrone up to second. Donovan Carty coming back down pit road. Huh. All right, he is in his pit stall here. Beginning to wonder if he forgot to take fuel because yeah. Well, he's back out, or he's coming back out. Wow. Uh-oh. Robert Kelly again. All right. Let's check what happened to Robert. Ah, it just looped on him. Black Rifle 27, it just went around on him. Oh, man. John Gallagher on pit road here. A lap 18. Down through bus stop here for Kevin Gunther. Tyrone will be next. Robert Kelly. Speaking of which, get up here to Lonnie Barrington, Deontay Hewer. These two are pretty close together. However, the 9 is going to go wide and allow Donovan Carty to come around. 9 is on the lead lap. The 24 is not. The 24 is a lap down. For now. That could definitely change. John oh, John! No! Seems like that spot right there for John Anderson has been yeah, that right here down into one. That spot has not been friendly for him, and yeah, right into it. Oh, it looks like he might have had to toe to pit road. We'll see. Yeah, he had to toe to pit road, it looks like. Oh, man, John just not having a very good night. Kevin, he's 10 seconds ahead of Tyrone now. Tyrone in second. You know, I'm kind of not worried about Kevin. Tyrone or Kevin right now. I'm really not, right now at this point, not really worried about anybody. I mean, they're so separated right now. It's ridiculous. We'll keep an eye on the timing screen here, though. For everybody that is that's wondering how I'm doing this. Oh, here we go. We'll bring it over here real quick. We'll let everybody kind of give it. We'll let everybody know on the little inside here. So I got everybody's name right here. This is ATVO, by the way. And all I got to do is I got to click on a name. So let's say I want to go to Tyrone Harris, who's in P2. Bam, I'm there. Let's say there's a battle back here somewhere. Here in the back, you know, say Jameson and Hanover's going at it. Well, I go back here, and it'll light up red and green. The drivers' names will go green and red. So the green is the driver making the pass, and the red is the driver falling back a spot or spots. So I can actually see that ahead of time while it's happening. So that's kind of a little bit of an insight for everybody that kind of wonders how I get to things before they actually happen. It's because I see it. And, well, I'll show you here. I'll show you. Let's see here if maybe we can get another green. Yeah, you see the green? You see the red there. Robert Kelly went green and John went red. That even goes with drivers that are on pit road and those on track. So Robert Kelly got the pass over John Anderson because John's sitting on pit road and Robert's out on track. So it went red to green. Now, this mess here, you seen one driver go red, but the next go green. That's a little bit of a hiccup there with the getting it from iRacing to ATVO. So that's what that is. Maybe somebody blink it out as well. That could be the case. A little bit of an insight on how things work on my site. And then if you want to see the cameras, well, instead of the iRacing cameras, I pulled them with that. So I can go from, let's say with Kevin Gunther, I can go, I want to go cockpit. Bam, I go cockpit with Kevin Gunther. Let's say I want to go left front. Bam, I go left front. Same concept. I can just click on it without everybody seeing, you know, what I'm doing behind the scenes. And, you know, with everybody spread out right now, it gives me time to actually, you know, let everybody know on how I do things. Now, the bigger picture is, you know, the gap to leader. You know, how do I know that? What button do I press? You know, the caution count number, what button do I press? The driver bar, what button do I press? Well, that's the bigger picture. That is this right here. So, battle for position, you know, bottom winner, I won't do it right now. The stage, that's where I do, you know, stage 1, stage 2 victory right there. You've got, you know, the top 3, your winner, second, third place, your onboard. The gap to leader, cautions, all that stuff is right there. Points are right here as well. I click on point standings at the beginning and pre-race analytics, and it just brings it up. So that's how I do it. A little bit of a insight there for everybody. 20 to go here tonight. Not to take away from what's going on track, but, you know, Bob Lacavara is going a lap down right now. So, sorry, Bob. God. Got up onto it. Donovan Carty and Hanover. Looks like Donovan up there in 11th, Hanover in 12th. Now, Hanover does look like is coming off of pit road. Yes, he is. So, got right now, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 drivers, 1 lap down. Got John Anderson 3 laps down, Robert Kelly 4 laps down, and John Gallagher 10 laps down at the. He is still sitting on pit road here. I'm really not worried about Kevin Gunther. I mean, he is 11 seconds ahead of Tyrone Harris. Really not worried about it. Unless Kevin makes a drastic mistake, you know, loops it, gets stuck into the wall and has to tow. I'm really not worried about Kevin. Tyrone, he's there in second. He's got a 10-second lead over Kevin Paskowicz. They're in third. Kevin's got an about 2-3 second lead over Cody Eldred in fourth. Nick Pozzini is about 10 seconds back as well from Cody. That's our top 5. Getting back here to Brad Allison, Bob Lacovara. Looks like Brad's going to come around Bob. Brad's going to go up to P8. Bob back to P9. Brad Allison actually started P13, so P8 for Brad Allison. That'll be a very good finish. Definitely so. And, of course, Bob Lacovara starting in P5 and finishing P9 or thereof. Still definitely a good finish for Bob. But we've got 19:18 to go. That time by. Still, anything can happen. I'm not going to say Kevin's going to win. I'm not going to say Tyrone's going to win or the other Kevin back here, Kevin Paskowicz or Cody or, you know, any driver that's on the lead lap right now or any of those that's not on the lead lap because, you know, road course racing in action, yeah, definitely anything can happen. Kevin Paskowicz, however, is coming down pit road here tonight, so he will make his pit stop. Not very many people out there watching tonight. A lot of people do not like road course. Who do we have out there? Is Braden, Cody, or Brendan still out there? I'm not sure. Like we do have one watching. Might even be myself watching. I don't know. Oh, Kevin Paskowicz does come out. He is still on the lead lap. That is going to leave Kevin, Tyrone, Cody, Nick, Lonnie, who have yet to pit, as well as Deontay and Bob Lacovara. Bob hasn't pitted either. Okay, so different strategies going on. I can see it. Right now, Kevin, 17, a little over, almost 18 seconds ahead of Tyrone Harris. And yeah, let's get back here to Jamison Middle Miss. 1 lap down. Now we got to watch the battles of the lap cars because that is for Donovan Carty, Jamison Middle Miss. This is a battle that may be brewing here between the 24 and the 16. Continue to watch these two. Down through the final corner. Like these guys going to go side by side anytime soon, but we'll see if everybody can hang on to it, and they did. Gunther, Harris, Eldred, Pozzini, Barrington, Paskowicz, Allison, Hewer, Lacovara, and Donovan Carty. Rounding out our top 10. Brad Allison would be the next driver to go a lap down if Kevin coming down pit road. So we'll see what Tyrone does. Tyrone is not coming down. And he will not lead that lap. He'll have to go around again to lead it. Hear what Kevin does. Left side's on. Right sides are going on. Cody Eldred. We'll see if Cody sides. Cody. He stay out. Oh, Nick Posini is down pit road here, it looks like, yes. And Kevin is back out on track. So Tyrone Harris, Cody Eldred, that is our 1-2 right now. They have yet to come down. Lonnie Barrington down pit road. Ozini is going to be off and away. As John Gallagher here, John, Mike, and Jeffrey. We've lost 3 drivers. Well, everybody right now is guaranteed a top 14 here. Right, Cody down pit road. Allowed Kevin to get back around, back up to second. Tyrone stays out another lap to officially lead his first lap. Very, very spread out here, for sure. I think, though, once Tyrone does come down, Kevin Paskowicz gets around Cody. Kevin goes to P3. Cody is coming out here now. Tyrone. If Tyrone, no, Tyrone, somebody spun it there. That was the 27 of Robert Kelly. Oh. Replay this, see if we can find out kind of what happened to Robert Kelly. 13 to go here at the Glen. Out of the final turn, it just got loose. Was he trying to come down pit road or what? I don't know, but however, it just snapped loose on him and he went into the wall. Tyrone still up front. Kevin Gunther. Tyrone. Man, Tyrone gonna do? Is he gonna go the distance? I don't know if he's going to be able to go the distance. I guess we'll find out. Deontay having a moment there. All right, well, let's get back here to Deontay. Figure out what happened to Hewer here tonight. And, oh, snapped right into the kitty litter. Oh, and he is down pit road. Tyrone still out. 12 to go. Is he saving or trying to? I don't know if he can, if you can save five or so laps. I guess we'll find out. Deontay is going to be off and away here, folks. We do have 7 drivers on the lead lap. Back here to Lonnie Barrington. Going to go way wide. And down into the final corner here. Back onto the front stretch. Is MP7. Tyrone is coming down pit road here, folks. Kevin Gunther would be our leader if he can get back around. I do believe he's able to. Yeah, on the front stretch he goes. So Kevin is going to go back up front here. He has already led 22 laps. I just don't foresee really anybody catching Kevin Gunther. Like I said, oh, somebody, Middle Miss. Middle Miss is smoking here tonight, folks. I believe he might have blown an engine. He's trying to get it back down around pit road here, and we're going to go take a look and see if we can find out where that happened at. Because we get back to play here. Watch the back end, and it happened right there. It popped. Yep. And he got it down pit road. Jameson does have a reset he can use. I believe he did use another one, so he'll get back out there on the track here, hopefully. Hopefully he won't take it behind the wall. I mean, we only got 11 to go. It'll be 10 to go here this time by. Big shout out to the Downforce Racing Series here. Of course, Bob Lacavara, Hanover Fist, and all the drivers that, you know, have come out tonight here for the Glen. Yeah, 17 drivers. We're down to 14, but a big shout out again to everybody out there that did come out. Yeah, and, you know, turn some laps out here tonight. It wasn't the great finish for some of the drivers. However, they're going to get points no matter what. So, you know, thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in here tonight, even though we've only got about 1 to 2 to 3 watching. Yeah, I know. Not something you guys are really, you know, fantastic about because of the separation and the big lead and, you know, really no action going on. However, that's what I'm here for. Try to get everybody, you know, pumped up because, you know, next week, you know, I'm going to call it a triple threat here because, you know, we got a road course tonight. Super Speedway Racing next week, and then we go to the flat track of Martinsville, May 19th. So we got a triple threat action here coming up for the Downforce Racing and in the Gen 7 cars. So, yeah, I think it's going to be very, very, very interesting for the next 3 races. As we are at 9 to go, and Kevin Gunther's got over a 25-second lead over Tyrone Harris, who started P4 and is in P2. Evan Paskowicz, P2 to P3. Cody Eldred, P12 to P4. Brad Allison, P13 to P5. And let's see here. Nothing going on back there in the back. Oh, man. Robert Kelly. Oh, man, that's 27. Heavily damaged. He does have a couple of resets left if he wants to. But he's 6 laps down. I mean, stay out here and finish it out. There's only 9 laps to go. Oh, you're guaranteed a top 15, though, Robert. Man, I hate it for everybody that just does not race road course. That is one of those tracks that, you know, any road course, you know, if it's in a season, it's one of those tracks that you never know what's going to happen. You know, get out there and get the most points you can because, yeah, you know, it's a big possibility you'll finish in the, you know, the top, well, you know, top 15, top 10 even, maybe even top 5 if everything, you know, goes according to the plan. But in this plan, Robert Kelly gets a P14 regardless of what happened. Hang in there. 8 to go. Kevin Gunther not sure where Mr. Patty has been here, folks. Ryan, if you're out there, and we sure have missed you out here on track. But this is definitely going to help Kevin Gunther here. In 2 tonight, 35 behind the leader and 7 behind Mr. Patty. That would be Ryan Patty. Kevin can pull it off here tonight. Well, that'll be our third different winner in 5 races. Vinny Bonanno, who is not here tonight from last week at Texas. We'll have a new winner here for sure. All right, 7 to go. Not really worried about it. Let's get back here to Brad Allison because he's right behind Cody Eldred. That is for P4. He's about 2/10 behind him, right on his bumper. We'll stay here with Brad. Looks like the 03. That is the 5 of Bob Lacavara too, right up here. Now Bob is a lap down though. Looks like Bob's just going to go way high there and let the 03 of Brad and Cody go by. They are battling for a P4 here. Both of them right now good for a top 5. Cody got a little loose. We'll continue to watch it. Never know. Brad can pass up Cody. Cody can spin. Brad can spin. Something could happen, you know, and upset them both. Still watching Cody and Brad, bumper to bumper, P4, P5, 5 to go. Evan, getting a little bumpy there. And as soon as I move off of it, we got side-by-side action between Brad and Cody. Cody gonna fall back a spot. Brad gonna overtake that spot up to P4 now. Ooh. As soon as I get off of it, something happens. That's about the way it usually happens. Kevin, though, is gonna be coming around the final turn. It'll be 4 to go at the stripe. See if Cody can get back up there too, Mr. Brad Allison. Not a whole lot. Lonnie, Nick, Donovan Cardy. Donovan has, well, that is the 16. That is Jamison Middlemiss, not for position. Nick Pozzini, the last driver on the lead lap here in P7. Evan still 27.5 seconds ahead of Tyrone. Next time by 3 to go. lot of separation for sure. Everybody now with anywhere between a second and a half, roughly, to 28 seconds. Well, everybody's spread out. Sure. Oh. Down to the wire here, and it is 3 to go. All right, 2 to go for Kevin Gunther, who has got a commanding 30-second lead over Tyrone Harris. Deontay Hewer got around Jamison Middle Miss, but Jamison falling back to P12. Deontay up to P11. Just caught that there. I'm still here. It's just so much separation. There's the 20 of Nick Pozzini and the 27 of Robert Kelly. Not for position. But Kevin Gunther just on a tear here tonight. Grabbing the pole, leading 31 laps. It'll be 32 at the stripe, possibly 33 when the race is over. Can't guarantee it, but that is what it is looking like. Tyrone cutting in there to about 29.1 seconds, but that is that is a commanding lead for Kevin. White flag in the air here, this time by 1 to go. Right, everybody getting out of the way for Kevin Gunther. And that's pretty much, I believe, the way we're going to end it. But we'll wait and see. We got to wait until the race is over. Of course, stage points and all that will play a factor once they get the points updated. They'll go through and see who was where at the stage. Here we go again with all that. All right, Kevin Gunther dominating the race here tonight out of the last turn across the stripe. Kevin Gunther wins it here tonight at the Glen. Tyrone Harris has yet to finish it. We'll get over here on Tyrone. Of course, our top 3 is our podium. So Tyrone is going to, out of the last turn, grab P2 here tonight. Kevin Paskowicz will grab P3. That is our podium finish. Brad Allison looks like here will grab a P4. And Cody Eldred, if he can keep it from Lonnie Barrington here. Cody will grab the top 5 spot here tonight. Everybody's finishing up here this evening. But Kevin Gunther is going to be our winner here tonight, folks. Hang tight. We'll get the top 3 up here for the MaxspeedTV post-race show. We'll be right back. Alrighty, folks, we have caught up with our top 2 here tonight. I'm not sure where Paskowich is here, but congratulations goes to Kevin Paskowich for P3 here. But we're going to start here with our winner here tonight. Dominating performance of the Old Bay 31 machine of Kevin Gunther here. Now, at the start there was between you and the other Kevin, but man, you just got out there and you never looked back. Road course racing, you won it by 34 seconds. Talk about it.
Oh man, I just kept it smooth. Didn't make any big mistakes. Didn't really go off track. I had one mishap there in the carousel somewhere in the middle of the race. I don't even remember what lap it was. I wasn't looking. But yeah, I just ran a smooth, clean race and didn't make any mistakes.
Yeah, and that's what it takes at a road course. You know, anything can happen. Of course, you are going to grab the win, man. So some good points tonight coming to you. You're going to definitely cut into the lead there from Ryan Patty there in second. We'll see exactly how everything plays out because Ryan did miss again tonight. So, you know, we'll see, you know, after the points and the stage points and all that, you know, play into a factor. But, you know, I'm going to call it the triple threat factor. I even said it tonight. We got a road course tonight, which you guys are done. Got 1 of 2 out of the way. We go to Super Speedway racing next week at Talladega, and then we go to Martinsville. So how do you feel about Talladega, you know, in these cars?
I'm excited, honestly. I have some great teammates with Vinny, Nick, and Cody and Ryan, and we all work really well together there. And Ryan and I got some tricks up our sleeve we figured out in these cars with draft in there. So hopefully we can get some good finishes there.
Well, you know, awesome job out here as usual. And man, you know, doing what you have to do to you know, to bring it home in the victory lane. Yeah, you are going to be our 3rd different winner in 5 races. So, you know, congratulations on that. And any final thoughts, shout outs, thanks you want to give before you go, you know, celebrate the victory and of course get ready for Talladega?
First and foremost, Bob and Terry, you know, this is the first race we switched to this car. I thought he gave us a great setup on a tough track. You know, a lot of these guys don't run a lot of road courses, and I thought, you know, it was a pretty drivable car, and I'm excited going forward with this car. So hats off to them for doing a good job. We spent a lot of time on setups and trying to get it to drive good, and shout out to them. And, you know, working with my teammates, they're good guys. We give each other good feedback and got some good finishes tonight.
Oh yeah, definitely. So man, we'll go celebrate the victory here tonight, Kevin. And like I said, I want some of that Old Bay seasoning. Got some.
I'll shoot that to you. It's Maryland's finest.
All righty, buddy. Well, I live in the South, so you know. All righty, Kevin, go celebrate the victory here tonight. We'll see you next week at Nega, buddy.
All right. Hopefully, I'm talking to you here next week too.
We'll
Thanks, man.
Yep, we'll find out. All right, well, that is Kevin Gunther. Let's get down here to Tyrone Harris, man. I got to give a big shout out to you there, buddy. P2 here tonight, man. Let's talk about it. Road course action and, right and left turns and pit stops even. Man, we got to hear from you, bud.
Well, hey, appreciate it, man. I turned a lot of laps this week in practice, trying to get ready for this new car. It was real loose for me, and I caught Kevin, but him and Kevin kind of got out off that initial start. Those standing starts they're tricky if you don't get going. It can bite you. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, for sure.
But the car was great. I got into a little bit of trouble about halfway through and spun the thing out, but I had a big enough lead on third and fourth that I only lost about 6 seconds and was able to not hit anything and recover and kept going. And then after that, Kevin I was catching him a little bit, kind of staying steady. And then I was like, I don't really want to risk, spinning out because I'm gonna finish real well. So I just stayed real consistent in the 114 to 116 lap times as I was watching throughout that last run. And I, brought her home second.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. You had to, you did what you had to do to get that P2. And of course, with everybody, with some of the drivers, cutting it a little short out here tonight, it was a guaranteed P14 for everybody who, who did stay out there. And I just got to looking here in the point standings coming into tonight. You was not in, from what I'm seeing, the top 15. Not exactly sure where you were sitting at. Oh, back there in 22nd. Well, with that being said, this is definitely going to be a good points night for you, finishing P2.
It is, and this year so far, I've had horrible luck. I've been basically a pinball, it seems like, every race this year. Can't stay out of trouble. When I have a good car, I just, can't either keep from somebody hitting me or me making a mistake. And finally, I got a good run tonight, and it's really, I have to just put some laps in at some of these tracks, which I normally do, but I spent some extra time here, and it really paid off tonight. Want to say hi to my mama, Glen Jean Johnson, who's watching tonight. It's a lot of fun out here. I appreciate what you guys do with the broadcast. There was a lot of twists and turns and wrecks and crashes tonight, but I was not one of them, and I'm happy about that. It's about dang time.
Oh yeah, definitely. So yeah, well, well, hello, the other, I guess Mama. I guess that's what we're gonna say is Mama Harris out there.
Mama Harris is watching. I don't know if she was able to find the link because she's a little bit technically challenged, but if she didn't, I'm gonna help her out after this so she can go back and watch it. But this was a fun race. I wish we could do more road courses. When we ran Sebring in the Ferraris, I learned a lot, and it really helped me out, and I have upped my game on the road courses.
Okay, you're talking about a road course car on a road course. These are not road course cars.
It sure feels like it. The way the gearing's set up, the way the brakes are, it turns in real nice if you hit that corner right, and it really shows. I think I had something for Kevin, but he really got away from me in the beginning, so I didn't want to risk it trying to chase him down.
Well, I mean, then you had to do what you had to do to at least keep that, that top 2 to 3 finish. Of course, P2 here tonight. I'm going to call it a triple threat because, road course tonight, super speedway racing next week at Talladega, And then we go to Martinsville. Yeah, we go from a road course to a super speedway to a flat track. So I'm calling it a triple threat because we're going to know a lot about these cars now when within the next, well, now 2 races. But your thoughts on Dega in these cars? I've seen these cars draft. I know what they can do, but I want to hear your opinion.
I like super speedways. I like Martinsville. You know, I'm really good at Dega. I just can't seem to get away from bad luck at that track. I do real well until about the last, 10 or so laps. And then for whatever reason, I can't close the deal. But hopefully next week, I'll be able to seal the deal on Dega and climb up the leaderboard a little bit more. And Martinsville, that is my favorite track. I am definitely going to be ready for Martinsville.
Oh, that is going to be an interesting track in these cars, though. So, I guess we'll have to wait until May 19th to find out what happens there. But if that's one of your favorite tracks, we'll see what happens. We'll see who all shows up and who brings their A game. But first, we got to get through Dega. That's what we got to get through.
Yeah, we do. And as well as I do, there's going to be the big one is going to happen.
Oh,
it's just a matter of when it's going to happen. And if we can break up most of those guys that typically get up towards the front, and these cars last year when we ran them and we started off at the super speedways, it was not a good package. You couldn't pass anybody. So hopefully they've got a good aero package on these things. And we can ride, because I'm a highline guy. I love that highline. So hopefully we can figure that highline out, and then bottom feeders can stay there, and we'll take them to the house.
Yeah, eat them up. All righty, buddy. Well, awesome job, P2 here tonight. Any other final thoughts, shout outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate, P2, bud?
Yeah, thanks Budweiser, man. Budweiser and Elvis, that's my guy. I love this paint scheme. Me and Hanover, we're working on something new, hopefully for next week. I think you'll like it when I open it up. But Elvis, man, I ran him for a year. He's got to go. We're going to do something different next year. So this is a good end for this Budweiser 30th anniversary Elvis Chevrolet.
All righty, buddy. Well, we'll see. We'll hope to, see what happens with the paint next week. We'll see what happens next week at Talladega as well, buddy. Go celebrate P2 here tonight, and we'll see you next week.
I'm going to pop a top. Will do. Appreciate it, man.
Yep. You too, bud. All right. Well, that is Tyrone Harris. Again, congratulations to the O2 of Kevin Paskowich here tonight, running it out our podium. Not here, but running it out here, P3. Let's get down here to the unofficial results, putting in the admin stuff they have to do here tonight. But Kevin Gunther, dominating performance. Won it by 34 seconds, almost over a half a minute. Or over a half a minute. Not a minute and a half, a half a minute. Wow, man, 34-second win for Kevin Gunther. Tyrone, though, P2 here tonight. Awesome job by Tyrone here this evening. P3, Kevin Paskowich. P4, Brad Allison. Running out P5 is going to be Cody Eldred. P6, Lonnie Barrington. P7, Nick Pozzini. P8, Donovan Carty. P9, Hanover Fist. P10, Bob Lacavara. P11, Jameson Middle Miss. P12, Dante Hewer. P13, John Anderson. P14, Robert Kelly. P15, John Gallagher. P16, Mike Whitaker. And P17, rounding it out, is Jeffrey Todd Tufts. But again, congratulations goes to our winner, Kevin Gunther, here tonight. But that's going to do it here for MaxspeedTV and the Downforce Racing Series Season 9, Round 5 here at Watkins Glen, presented by MaxspeedTV. Oh, glad to have everybody that did tune in here this evening. 4 likes. I did see 5 there that was watching, but glad to have everybody out there. And until next week at Talladega, you don't want to miss it. 8:45 Eastern, 7:45 Central, right here on MaxspeedTV. It will be Talladega round number 6. But thank you all. And until then, stay safe and have a good night.